The following segment is sponsored by North Star Financial and Retirement Planning.
After working for decades and paying taxes along the way, you may be trying to figure out if it's possible to reduce or even eliminate your taxes in retirement. Building the right plan can help make sure you don't pay more than you have to. Joining us now are George Fossing and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at North Star Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts, and they are joining us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
First, let's start with this. Do you believe taxes will go up in the future? And if so, what's going on?
Without a doubt. Our debt is approaching $29 trillion. Put it in perspective, that comes out to over $850,000 per taxpayer. It's
wow.
Kind of, just alone, the Trump tax bill is really the reduction is scheduled to go back up in 2026. So that's basically going back to the old tax rate. So those are just a couple of things we're dealing with right now. So I think inevitably taxes will be going up, and I think it'll go up a lot.
Well, when you're in or approaching retirement, it's really important to know about this and important to protect yourself from potential future tax increases. So what do we need to consider?
Well, you know, what you're looking at is basically the whole situation here is planning, being in front of this and really trying to, I guess, you just want to be aware of this and learn about what you can do about it. And there's multiple things you can do.
Yeah. Well, then let's get into that. What are some ways people can reduce their taxes in retirement?
Well, just like George alluded to, there's a number of different things people can do to reduce their tax liability in the future and keep more of what they've earned and saved. You know, one of the most common ways would be to do what we call a Roth conversion or a Roth carve out, as we'll say. That's simply when you're taking, you know, money from your IRA, your 401k money, maybe you roll over to an IRA after you retire. You're just carving a little bit of that out, and you're going to pay taxes on it now, and we're going to put that into a Roth account where not only you can take that money back out tax-free later, but all that growth is tax-free.
That's a great thing. And a lot of people don't know about those strategies. They're not really common knowledge for most people. Why is that?
Well, you just got to think about, you know, where people get most of their information. You know, when it comes to tax information, people usually are going to rely on the person that does their taxes each year, their CPA or their accountant. A lot of those people, they're not looking forward. Well,
then tell us who would be a good candidate for tax reduction planning, and somebody who does that, what's their retirement going to look like?
Most people that if you're single have about $250,000, $300,000 in their deferred retirement account, like an IRA or 401k or 403b. They're good. For a married couple, $350,000 and above. Really good candidates could really help them out. We'll show them pretty quickly too. You know, age 72, Margaret, this year you have to start taking distributions on these deferred accounts, like it or not. The government's dictating the terms. We can really identify that very quickly if they would be the ones what they call it forced distribution. Just saying forced distribution doesn't sound good, does it? We see it over and over where the people are forced to take out $30,000, $40,000, $100,000 a year out of these accounts just because the government says if you don't, we're going to give you a 50% penalty on what you owe.
Well, you're holding a book that I imagine has a lot of this information in it. Tell us a little bit about that book and what you want us to know about it.
We love this book. It's called The Power of Xero, and really it shows people, gives ideas how to get your tax bracket down to the 0% tax bracket. We've been able to help people over the past 20 years. It's fantastic. It's an easy read. It's a booklet, and we're going to give this out to the folks who call in today and set up a meeting and want to have a retirement report done by us. We just there to help. It's a great starting point, though. It's a good way to identify it. And people just have gone back and said, can you give us more information? But we'd like to offer this to our viewers today.
A great resource. And the two of you are always a great resource, too. So thanks so much for talking to us today, George and Zach.
Thanks for having us, Margaret. Thanks again. We appreciate it.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement, would like to learn more about how to help protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments from future tax increases, North Star Financial has a great offer for you right now until September 26th. They're offering a complimentary, no-obligation retirement and investment report and book. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meetings so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, area code 864-309-8146.